managing committee and the entire staff, and in fact the entire membership of the Indian Women's Press Corps, the IWPC, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you who have come here in this evening to be with us on this special occasion. For our chief guest, I welcome him and we are honoured by your presence here in this special occasion. For our artists who will be playing for you shortly, the Nizami brothers, we are absolutely delighted that this entire auditorium will resound with the soulful music of their Sufi singing and playing. And to all of you, to our distinguished guests, to our friends, colleagues, fellow travelers, this is a very special occasion, 31st anniversary of the Indian Women's Press Corps, the IWPC, and we are so thankful that you made the time to come here. So welcome, a hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you. So I think our lovely anchor has covered quite a bit, but I will just go through the flow of the events that have led to the establishment of the IWPC. As she had said, it was established in 1994, and today we are the largest organization of women journalists in the country with a membership of 1,200. And yes, it was conceptualized at that time as a space for women journalists to unwind, to relax, to meet their contacts, their friends, their colleagues in a safe space, in a space that was non-threatening, and yet carry on with their work in the hurly-burly of journalistic work. So it actually became a space where they could catch their breath in the middle of a rushed working day, have a bite, chit-chat with friends, hang out a little bit, file their stories, or rush maybe for an important assignment that came up, follow up on leads. It just goes on. So this was the place they would return to again and again, a safe haven. And as many of our members have said over and over again down the ages, that it is a home away from home. So that is IWPC for you. And we have a running kitchen with home-cooked style meals, wholesome, fresh foods every day, with mouth-watering snacks which are quite famous in the media circle and in the capital, I would say, served by a friendly staff. So what more could you want, actually? And our address is also very special. We function out of a bungalow, which is 5 Windsor Place, and it has its own charm. It has a patch of green, a beautiful circular cobbled driveway, and the iconic palm tree, which we are very proud of. So that is IWPC for you. And members and a fraternity in general. Then we have workshops and provide platforms for journalists to improve their skills, learn new skills as the technology changes and the way of reporting and journalistic work changes, to advance in their knowledge of issues and shore up their information about core issues which are raging in the world and in our country today. So that's where we have been all these years, but I just want to take you back a little bit. So 3 decades ago, when our founding mothers, the world that they inhabited was one that was dominated by newspapers and magazines and the state-run broadcaster. Then came the dizzying era of 24/7 television news and some private radio channels. That changed the media landscape, but the bigger change came when the digital media arrived, and there was an exponential growth and change. All this has been quite tumultuous. And now with the arrival of AI, with its transformative power, which could swing both ways, there are risks and there are possibilities. We really don't know which way the media will go and what the future of journalism in this country would look like. So the jury is still out and we are still watching. But what I'd like to say is, through these tumultuous years, the Indian Women's Press Corps has stayed close to what it was formed for. It has retained its essence. It has always been and still is a place for gupshup over chai, a place to delight in the birds that are chirping or fluttering in our garden, or to play a game of Scrabble or chess, and if you're feeling energetic enough, then table tennis, to browse through our library, to read books, and to have a quick lunch on the lawn, especially in winter, which is quite a draw, or otherwise just light-hearted banter with members who float in and float out, anywhere in the airy interiors of the bungalow, which is actually quite a delight. So what I have seen is that, and I believe this, that many of us have had moments when we have come into the premises, we may be overstressed, overtired, overworked, something might be bugging us, we may be confused, and that's the mindset we come in with. But then we stay there for a time, and after a time we absorb the environment, the atmosphere that is there. We may be sitting quietly, or we may engage. But it does something, it lifts you up, It gives you a little pep up in some sense. And most times you leave feeling a lot better and a lot more upbeat. I believe that many of us have come to realize that this little breather, this safe haven, this oasis that has been put together by our founding members and carried on over the decades by so many members, is as integral to our lives as the demands and deadlines that our profession demands. So it is very close to that. The two come